if you ever got the chance to go to Tyler Perry Studios and see all the young people coming in the door, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated. So if I get a project or an idea or something hits me, I want to write about it. I do, and that's where Duplicity came from. November Christmas.
Now, we heard you speak at Angie Stone's funeral so eloquently. What made you want to speak out, particularly about what's happening in the music industry?
It's not just the music industry. It's most industries. You know, I'm looking at black women who have been in this business for a long, long time, and up well into their 70s and 80s, still not being able to afford their own bills or health care. I shouldn't be having to pay for funerals for someone who's had 40 years in the business, who are owed royalties and things like that. And I don't know the odds and ends of it, but what I do know is that fair is not too much to ask.
Because you're a titan in the industry, could we see you potentially going into the music industry?
Never going to do it. Not my world. Not my world.
Look up in the center. Follow the voice.
Everyone back to your left.
I don't think it's healthy at all. I don't do it. I don't let my son do it, because if you notice, if you click one thing then just to see what it is, if it's negative, 5,000 other things that are negative are going to come out, and that gets in your brain and starts you to think a certain way. So I wouldn't recommend it, especially at a certain age. Before 12, I wouldn't recommend it for anyone.
Sherry, one more time. Sherry, over here. Sherry, second row.
And you know, sometimes in order to elevate, you got to separate. You got to be okay with that. Not that we're just going to say, hey, nobody can come with us, but sometimes we have like survivor's remorse, you know, especially with us, you know, black people. We want to bring everybody with us. Sometimes that, you know, it ends up slowing the boat up. So not that it's about excluding others, but you got to be willing to pour everything into yourself in order to get there. Oh, man, you know what? I would love to see them. I know they just celebrated like their 20th anniversary relatively recently, but I would love to find my way into Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You know what I'm saying? It's a classic. My family still watches it. You know, it's one of my fiance's favorite movies. So I would love for him to bring that back and find my way up in there.
Everybody keep coming right. Right. Love you. Thank you.
I've always been inspired by the Motown ladies, specifically because their music impacted a generation and helped lead a revolution. And I don't take the music that these women made for granted or lightly. So it meant so much more to me than I think people realize, because of what they represented to the community. So.